Alright, hey guys. So, yeah. Crazy things have happened. 4 days ago, my channel was at 1,000 views in total. Today, one of my videos crossed 1,000 views individually, which is kind of insane. So, thanks for that, by the way. But, the thing I want to talk about right here is that, I've got a lot of video ideas. I've got 8. 8 video ideas on top of the video that I'm making right now, so kind of 9. But people have told me that it's a bad idea to make more than 1 video in a day, so I don't want to waste all 8 ideas in such a short time frame. So what ideas do you want to see first? Comment down below what you want to see from this list, or you could like go to the poll that I made and vote over there. But so I'll list them off. So first off we have an in-depth guide to building a Clash Royale deck that can actually work at, like, top of the game level. The second thing that we have is a rant on how to save the game, because I really want this game to do well, you know? So I have a big old rant prepared on how to save Clash Royale. Next up is just another dunking on mid-ladder player video. I mean, you guys seem to really like those, so I don't mind making more. It's easy for me to make. And then the last Clash Royale video idea is a guide for progression no matter what stage of the game you're in. So basically, I would make a guide to progress through Clash Royale for the beginning of the game, day 1, and also for the end of the game, years in players. Because I'm both. I've got accounts that are at 9,000 and having trouble getting to Ultimate Champion. I've got accounts that I've got an account that's at Ultimate Champion every season, and I've got an account that's this one that's in early game still. So yeah, I'm pretty qualified to make a guide on how to progress through every part of the game. I think this guy got God Barrel in hand, so I'm cycling to my Scrummy. No God Barrel? Okay. So oh, he does. Okay, so next up, there's more. That's all for Clash Royale, but I'm not planning to make this a Clash Royale channel forever. We also have Minecraft server. So there's a place where I can actually make a Minecraft server that anybody can join for free, Bedrock or Java. So yeah, I'm gonna do that someday, but I don't know if you guys want to see it right now. Next up is a Balloons video. So you know Balloons TD6, Balloons Tower Defense 6. I'm actually planning to make a couple videos on that game, and I was thinking that soon could be a good time to do that. And there's still more. The next idea that I have is for Brawl Stars, actually, because I'm like okay at Brawl Stars, and I'm still trying to grind out ranked. I didn't manage to hit Masters last season. I was 1 game off, and then I lost because I did a bad draft. But yeah, so I want to grind Brawl Stars on this channel, and then the last one, I want to play Terraria, because like I've heard people talking about playing Terraria, and every time I hear somebody talking about play Terraria, I go, yes, please make a Terraria series, and then nobody ever does. So I think that maybe I should just be that guy that makes the Terraria series. So yeah, those are all the video ideas I want to make. Gee, level 13 P.E.K.K.A. So yeah, comment down below which ones you want to see, or vote over on the poll for which game you want to see. Okay, I'm glad I didn't pressure. Certainly is a zap. I have Scrummy in hand, so this P.E.K.K.A is practically just dead. Don't tell me that doesn't die. Oh my god, that P.E.K.K.A just survived the Inferno Tower Blast. That's crazy. Oh yeah, by the way, this is a regular free-to-play video. My goal is just hit the next arena. Oh, the Scrummy's still tanking for the Dark God. That sucks for him. Ugh. Because Chef, it does practically no damage per second, so it just ate a whole lot of Dark God damage there. This is another Inferno Tower moment. If he zaps my Inferno Tower, I'll Knight like this to pull it as far away from my Inferno Tower as I can. In fact, I'll just Knight right now because I want to kill the Bomber. Jeez. That P.E.K.K.A nearly... It's like 1.5 shots my Knight. It's supposed to 3-shot a Knight, but that's crazy. I'm really kind of avoiding playing my Boss Bandit because P.E.K.K.A will hard counter my Boss Bandit, and it's a higher level than my Boss Bandit too, so I kind of want to just not have my Boss Bandit go into this P.E.K.K.A. I will Boss Bandit this though, because I know that he doesn't have P.E.K.K.A in hand for a little bit. That certainly is an Inferno Dragon. I'm actually expecting him to zap this Scrummy, so I'm going to hover a God Barrel. Yep, there it is. I remember he has zap, and I remember he likes to zap too aggressively. Like, he should not have zapped that Skarmy because there's a boss bandit on his tower, but I knew that he was going to want to because I remember he zapped that Inferno tower earlier that also got him no value. So yeah, looking pretty nice right now. We're up practically two towers in terms of health, but only 1 crown. Chef is basically a no-skill tower troop. It's not quite as no-skill as Duchess, but it's still quite no-skill. I'm going to do something funny here, and I'm going to Inferno Tower right here. He doesn't have Zap in hand, so he can't do anything about this. He just kind of has to... There it is. He didn't have Zap in hand, so he had to let his entire P.E.K.K.A. just get wiped out by that. P.E.K.K.A. didn't even get a swing on my boss banner. That's really nice. And he got a very unlucky Inferno Tower there. He tried to snipe my stuff back. A lot of people are a little bit childish in the way that they play the game. So, like, you hit them with a play and they go, well, I'm going to hit you with the same play. So, yeah, he tried to do that. I sniped his P.E.K.K.A. because I knew that he didn't have anything in hand. He tried to snipe my boss bandit when I did have something in hand, so it didn't work out for him. So, yeah. I don't think I think I might have mentioned in this video, but the view counts are going crazy right now, like, for no reason. Oh yeah, also, I gotta explain the cards that we unlocked in this arena. I know we're just about to get to the next one, but I gotta explain these cards because I said I was gonna explain them, and I just didn't. So I'll do that right now. But first, upgrades, people, upgrades. Oh, I'm about to hit the next level. Is that enough? That's not enough. Wait, this will be enough. Yeah, it's definitely enough. Okay. Next level, give me stuff. Please be King Tower 11. King Tower 11. Tell me it's King Tower 11. It's not King Tower 11. All is lost. So we got... Oh, legendary? Give me log. Log. Hey! We got something actually useful for one side of these chests. That's great. That never happens. So we got 1, 2, 3 more levels before we get King Tower level 11. That's pretty nice. I mean, it's not that nice, but it's close enough at least. So yeah, cards. I already explained delivery in the last video. Elixir Golem. I actually think I've explained Elixir Golem, but it's a 7 elixir tank, but it only costs you 3 elixir. How is that balanced? The way that it's balanced is that after it dies, it gives your opponent 4 elixir. So it's like you spend 3 and give them 4. So it's, in a sense, 7 elixir. But here's the thing. They don't get their 4 elixir immediately. They only get it after killing the Elixir Golem. So they have to just flat out commit to defense against the Elixir Golem, and then after they defend, then they'll have the elixir, and then they have to counter push. So as an Elixir Golem player, you're betting on yourself. You're basically saying, I'm betting that I can take your entire tower, and you won't take my entire tower on the counter push. Elixir Golem is kind of only used by menaces, like people who are menaces to society. Yeah. Next up, Goblin Curse. I've mentioned that Goblin Curse is kind of like a reverse rage in my explaining broken cards video. But, so, if you look at the stats here, it has damage amplification. It's actually the only card in the entire game that's like this. So, when enemy units are in the curse, they take 20% more damage from all sources. That's quite interesting. So, like, well, let's just do a pretty standard example. Delivery, right? How much does delivery do? 437. What's 4030? I'm gonna actually Google this. 437 times 1.2. So, a regular delivery would do 437 damage without a curse, but in a curse, it would do 524 damage. So the curse basically makes all things do extra damage. Spells, units, you name it. So it's kind of like a reverse rage in that sense, where a rage gives you 35% stronger units, and a curse gives them 20% weaker units. Except, of course, for some reason, curse is only 25%, while rage is 35%. So I have no idea, well, 20% versus 20 versus 35%. So I have no idea why curse is just weaker than rage outright. They also made it so that it does hardly any damage at all, which is fun. Goblin Curse's special effect is that it spawns stab gobs when enemy units die in the effect. So right now, people aren't using curse for the intended purpose of damage amplification. They're just using it as a surprise factor where you go curse plus rage to instantly kill a swarm and then turn them into your goblins. It's not really cool. It's just how it's used. Goblin Drill. I've explained Goblin Drill before. I know it for certain, but I'm going to explain it again. So Goblin Drill. It's like a delayed Goblin Barrel. It spawns a Stab Gob spawner. You can spawn it anywhere on the map, but you almost always want to spawn it on the front of their tower. This is actually the wrong placement that they're showing in the video. But usually how this card is very simple to play and very hard to counter. In terms of playing it, all you do is just play it on the tower and watch it go to work. But in terms of countering it, you need to have very precise timings. What you need to do is either, one, predict it, or two, have a very specific timing on a very specific tile that will stop the gobs from connecting to your tower. Ugh. And then after stopping the gobs from connecting to your tower, then you log late. And that log will finish off the health of the goblin drill, kill the goblins, and kill the goblins that spawn on death from the goblin drill. The best counters to goblin drill are either Ice Spirit plus log or a splash tank like Valkyrie. Exy. I've explained Exy. Exy is kind of an insane card. Like, for 5 elixir, he's got the health of a Sparky. Just let that sink in for a moment. Exy, Sparky, same health. Isn't that crazy? But, so Exy, he hits way weaker than a Sparky. He also does splash damage. Difference in Sparky, he hits weaker and faster over a larger area, but he can hit air. So he's a better general defender than Sparky since his damage is more consistent and bigger area. But, well, yeah, he kind of just got no real weaknesses. He has a tough time defending against tanks, but he still does pretty solid damage. So really, the only thing that you need to do with Executioner is just never let a P.E.K.K.A. or a Sparky get connected to your Executioner, because that's terrifying. If a Sparky connects to your Executioner, you're practically just dead. Night Witch. Night Witch, she's a mobile spawner like regular Witch. So you know regular Witch, I swear I explained these cards before. I have the major sense of deja vu right now. Anyway, Night Witch, she's a mobile spawner like regular Witch, except instead of spawning 4 skellies, she spawns 2 bats. Yeah, since they're flying, they're stronger, so she spawns less. She also spawns 1 bat on death, while the Witch doesn't spawn anything on death. Of course, she's 1 elixir less, but the biggest difference between them is their attacks. The Witch has a long-range splash attack, and the Night Witch has a fast-hitting, short-range, high-damage stab. So the Night Witch is actually kind of like a, I don't know how to describe Night Witch. She's like half of a mini P.E.K.K.A. Think of it that way. She's like half of a mini P.E.K.K.A. And then the last card that we unlocked in this arena was Lumberjack. Lumberjack is, he hits, you know, mini P.E.K.K.A.'s damage per second? Lumberjack does a little less damage per second than a mini P.E.K.K.A., but only by a little. The biggest thing about Lumberjack is that, unlike mini P.E.K.K.A., he has no weaknesses to swarms. Since he hits so fast, he can actually handle swarms relatively well. The thing with Lumberjack, but there's another thing about Lumberjack, when he dies, he actually drops a Rage Bottle. So the Rage Bottle will do all the regular things that Rage does. It does a little bit of damage, it has the 35% damage per second and speed boost. So Lumberjack is very good out at the front of your pushes, because the Lumberjack will go out, bait them to play something, and then once they play something, the Lumberjack will drop a Rage so that the rest of your push could steamroll through whatever they played. Alright, I didn't actually explain Rage directly. You know, 35% boost, does a little bit of damage. It hits like a zap. Slightly less than a zap, but yeah. Okay, so that's all the cards that we unlocked. I will explain the cards that we unlock in the next arena, in the next video. Actually, we're about to leave Clash Royale early game, because I classify early game Clash Royale as before 5,000, because we're going to unlock Path of Legends in this video, and Path of Legends is going to be the first major progression change in this game. So we'll see about that in the next video, actually. That'll be pretty interesting. Hopefully we won't be facing Boss Bandit Royale and Path of Legends. Jeez, come on! What's with the level 13 P.E.K.K.A.s today? And a Chef player. Is this the same guy? Interesting. He's got Evo Knight? Bro. I can't believe this guy's got Evo Knight. That's insane. Well, it's the same game plan, just Inferno the P.E.K.K.A. and hope that it works. I've got a log for his Firecracker. Log isn't supposed to kill a Firecracker, but my log is over-leveled, so it does. I can snipe that Princess because he played it way too high. I'm actually going to protect my Dark Gob here with my Knights. I'm guessing that he's not going to expect it, so that's going to get a lot of damage before he reacts. A lot of damage before it reacts. That's like half of his tower before he reacted. That's crazy. So, yeah. This guy's down a whole lot. He's down a tower and a half, and he's gotten 0 damage. I'm pretty sure he's down Elixir, too. So, yeah. It is not looking good for this guy. I'm kind of hoping that he gave up so we can just move on to the next game, because, I mean, this is already lost. Nope, never mind. He didn't give up. I might just Boss Bandit, Scar me the pocket. I'm feeling mean. Let's just do it. Yeah. I don't think he's going to react to the P.E.K.K.A. in time. Yeah, so that's tower down. And while the Boss Bandit is tanking, I'll get a bunch of King Tower damage. I know that was, like, a terrible play, because I just handed him 9 Elixir on a silver platter. but also I kind of just want to end the game since this guy's garbage. Yeah. So yeah, the Inferno Tower will actually full kill the P.E.K.K.A. It better full kill the P.E.K.K.A. Full kill the P.E.K.K.A. Okay. Well, since it didn't full kill the P.E.K.K.A., I had to take one Firecracker shot. I probably should have just logged it, but I was trying to be greedy and save my elixir. Don't. I was holding my log, so I was gonna log the princess, but then I realized that if I log the princess, he's probably got Goblin Barrel in his deck, and if he's probably got Goblin Barrel, I don't want to log it, but I reacted with the knight really late, so it got 2 hits. Okay, you just arrows, so yeah. I'm gonna try and Scar me to push the P.E.K.K.A. off of my boss bandit. Nope, she's still getting hit. I'm gonna dash off so that saves the P.E.K.K.A. the boss bandit's health. He's got log arrows, which is not good for me because small spell. Oh, there's this Evo Knight. So Evo Knight is like a regular Knight, it has the exact same stats, except when it's walking, it takes 1/3 the regular damage, I believe. I can't remember if it's 1/3 or less or something, but it takes way less damage when it's walking. Oh, I almost reacted that in time. I'm just gonna Knight Scar me. I don't really care at this point. I mean, like, I can play whoever I want, and he's not gonna be able to take both towers in 16 seconds. Now he gave up. Okay. So, yeah, that's game over. We've got, it looks like 3 to 4 more games before this video's over. It was actually kind of short. I guess I'll play one extra game into the next arena if it ends up being too short. So, yeah, oh, right, a legendary chest. We also got a legendary wild shard that's definitely going to our log. Log. Okay, never mind, it's not log. Phoenix. Did I explain Phoenix? I don't remember explaining Phoenix. When did I unlock Phoenix? When did we unlock Phoenix? Oh, we unlocked it down here. Oh, and I never explained these cards. Well, I'm gonna do that now. So, Firecracker. Firecracker. She is, Firecracker. You know what Firecracker is. I've been playing her. Earthquake. It hits like a fireball to buildings. It hits like, arrows to swarms. So it's moderately versatile, but it can't hit air, so it's garbage against Lava Hound. Demolisher, he's a big bomber. I've explained this. E-Drag I've explained, Breakers I've explained, Graveyard I have not explained. So Graveyard is a spell, it's also a win condition. What it does is it spawns a circle, and skellies spawn at that circle. It is completely random where those skellies spawn, so Graveyard is basically one of the best win conditions in the game, since you can just RNG your opponent to death. The way you play Graveyard is you want to get a counter push. So you wait for them to attack, you defend their attack, and then while your units are walking back over to their side of the arena, you play a Graveyard while your units are tanking. And then you typically want to poison whatever they play to counter the Graveyard, because Graveyard lasts a while, poison lasts a while. It's just a nice synergy. Phoenix, you know Musketeer, right? How much damage per second a Musketeer does? Phoenix is just a Musketeer, but melee and in the air. That's basically it. Phoenix does also have 1 extra mechanic, 2 extra mechanics for some reason. So when a Phoenix dies, it does a little bit of damage, like that. It hits about as hard as a zap, a little bit weaker than a zap, about as hard as a rage. And then it drops an egg. And if they do not kill the egg in time, it will actually spawn a weaker, like a half Phoenix afterwards. So Phoenix is like an air damage per second that also has an extra log bait mechanic. Except for some reason the log bait mechanic is really weak, and the damage per second is just the entire focus of the card. Honestly, if you ask me, they should nerf Phoenix's stats in the first form, buff Phoenix's stats in the second form, and then make the egg way harder to kill, so that it's actually a unique card. Because right now, it's just completely taking the role of Mega Minion. But you could make it a unique card by leaning into the fact that it's an aerial log bait unit, and that would be a very interesting card, because we have no aerial-based log bait units right now. So that could be a really neat idea for a card, but I don't know. They just don't see it. Ghost. Ghost is a bridge spam unit. He is invisible when he doesn't attack for a couple seconds. He does relatively low damage per second, so you can kill him pretty easily with a tank. He does splash damage. He hits kind of slowly, so you can actually kill him with like a Skarmy surround or a guard surround. You got okay hit points. That's about everything you need to know about him. He's a relatively simple card. When they're playing a ghost, they want you to play your tank. Or they're playing their ghost because they know that you don't have your tank, and they want you to waste your tank. So Ghost is a card that's specifically designed for manipulating enemy people's hands. It's quite an interesting card. It's quite an interesting card in gameplay, but not in mechanic. Ice Wiz. Ice Wiz, he slows everything down. I think it's by 35%, so basically an inverse rage. So he's basically like a Goblin Curse, except instead of making things have less health, he makes things attack and move slower. He does splash damage. It's a very wide range splash damage, but it does almost no damage. So he's very bad at killing things, but very good at making things killable. So yeah, that's everything in there. I explained all these cards, I'm pretty sure, hopefully, maybe. Comment down below if I didn't. I'm gonna check if I have any. I don't have any wild cards. So right now, if you notice, like these, I can only. Oh, never mind. I can store 2. I was worried about nothing. So yeah, we'll keep going in right now. We've got 3 games left. It looks like to get to the next arena. So once we get to Arena 15, we're gonna unlock Path of Legends, and that is where we're gonna be playing most of our games for the rest of this account. Because Path of Legends is where, well, so in Path of Legends, the rewards reset every season, while in Trophy Road, they never reset. So you want to play Path of Legends more often, actually, because those rewards will actually be resetting so often that you want to get them before they're gone. This is kind of really bad for me. I don't know why my knight died so quickly there. I decided to play my bandit ability on that prince so that the bandit would full counter the prince without taking any damage. Oh my god, that bandit 2-shot a Tesla. Levels. I'm mashing my ability because he has no elixir to stop it. Bop. That's tower down. I'm going to barrel for his king tower. I'm hoping that he gave up. He did not give up. Okay. That was a wasted barrel then because he didn't give up. So he's got Witch Prince Knight. Tesla. Firecracker. That's 5 of his cards. Bandit's a pretty solid counter to the Knight because it can charge to tank the dash. This sucks. I'm gonna Fireball like this and then Skarmy. The Skarmy is to protect the Knight while the Knight is protecting the Skarmy. The Knight protects the Skarmy from the Witch. The Skarmy protects the Knight from the Prince. Everything worked out there. And then he played a Knight for no reason and just handed me 3 elixir, which is pretty nice. That's part of why I like Skarmy, because as a low-level player, people are very likely to make terrible plays into Skarmy. I'm gonna Boss Bandit here. I know that Boss Bandit is my overpowered card, and he is down elixir, so I don't mind setting up a push. So we'll see how this goes. I'm hoping that he doesn't also have Skarmy in his deck. He's probably going to try and set up a Witch to counter this Boss Bandit. So I'm going to try and make things messy by playing a Dark Goblin and a Log. Never mind, he gave up. What's with people and giving up at a really awkward time? Like, I was expecting him to give up earlier, but he didn't do it. Most people will either give up when they lose the first tower, or just never give up. Then we get another legendary Wild Shard. That's really nice. And then I can use that on the Log. So we're already halfway to a level 12 Log, which is really nice, actually. Because we're going to need level 14 Log, and that's going to be a long time. Because the last level for Log takes 20 Logs, which is insane. I'm not sure about trade tokens. Because you know trade tokens, guys, you can just trade for stuff. Like, if this will ever go. Come on. Come on. There we go. So, like, trade tokens. I can request a Log, and then I can't give anything else because I don't have any extras. But if I did have extras, I could give away something to get Log in return. But I'm not sure how you guys feel about me using trade tokens, because, like, not everybody can actually trade. Because some clans are just not active enough to trade. This guy's got a level 9 tower, which is unfortunate interaction for my level 10 barrel. He has to 3-shot my stuff. That's an Evo Exy. Okay, I'm going to Dark up the river. No respect. Also, I'm trying to cycle to my Knight. And he's just going to let the Dark Up connect for full damage. I'm going to Knight behind the Executioner. It's generally the best placement, even though I'm sure this guy doesn't know how to play Executioner correctly. What you're supposed to do is play a Knight behind, because Executioner is always played with Tornado. So what happened... Oh, that's... Oh my god. Okay, that sucks. I meant to Fireball that, but I apparently didn't select my Fireball for some reason. So I guess I'm just down a lot of elixir now. I have to ignore those minions and then Inferno Tower the Mega Knight afterwards. But my tower's a high level, so actually ignoring those minions won't do me much bad, which is kind of funny. So, yeah, I totally just did a garbage play and it worked out for me. I'll activate King Tower off this Mega Knight, like this. So by playing a... So if I play a building here, and then the Mega Knight kills my building, I can play a unit on this tile, and the Mega Knight will jump to that unit and then walk to my King Tower. That's a relatively advanced interaction. I wouldn't expect you guys to know that, but, hey, it works. I'm not going to play badly just for the sake of the video. I'm going to barrel. Yeah, there's his Evo Exy. So, I'm probably going to try and get an Inferno Tower on this Exy. I know I should be saving my Inferno Tower for his Mega Knights, but the Exy is more threatening than the Mega Knight. Also, he's giving me a Hog Rider, so that's really nice value. He's got Hog Exy, which is a pretty classic combo, actually. It's looking like that Exy's going to kill my Inferno Tower because it's such a high level. His Exy is as high level as my Boss Bandit is. So, like, all of the overpoweredness that my Boss Bandit gets, his Executioner also gets. So he basically just has a Boss Bandit in his deck. a boss bandit level of overpoweredness in his deck. So yeah, that's fun. I'm gonna ignore these minions again since I know I can, since yeah, it's low level. I don't know why he's playing Spear Gobs. Like, what's up with Spear Gobs? Maybe he went online and saw that the top boss bandit deck is using Spear Gobs, but he also doesn't have Spear Gobs, so like I don't get it. That's gonna dash on his XE, which is bad for him. Never mind. I'm gonna fireball this. Boss bandit did a pretty solid job of killing that Mega Knight. Oh, I played that on the wrong tile. I just completely realized. I can't Scar me this hog right now because the Executioner would that really sucks that I played my Inferno Tower on the wrong tile. I didn't even notice that I played it on the wrong tile, too. I'm hoping that Dark Elf will kill it before it shoots. It did kill it before it shoots. He's got an Evo XE, so I'm going to boss bandit the opposite lane. I can't push into an Evo XE because it's too strong. Okay, I split up his push quite a bit there. I don't mind Inferno Towering on this side now. I'm going to log this so it doesn't get a hit. I messed up my log timing. Ordinarily, a Knight would full counter a Mega Knight. I'm not sure if it still will since it's 3 levels under. No, it still will. The boss bandit killed it enough. I'm going to barrel the back and Dark Gob the front. Oh, that sucks. If I had barreled the middle, I would have gotten more damage because the Executioner just wipes my barrel. It's not supposed to, you know, levels. It's not supposed to wipe my barrel, but it does because it's over-leveled. Okay, I'm going to Inferno Tower this, and then I'm probably going to Knight like this to make sure that the XE is facing away from my Inferno Tower, and then log like and Scar me like this to kill the hog while the XE is facing away. And then that's actually a pretty clean defense. Yeah. I'm up quite a bit of damage right now. That would be 4 fireballs to take his tower, so I'm not going to bother with that. I will fireball this, though, because that's good value. It hits the archers and the XE on top of the tower. I'm still going to keep boss banding in opposite lane because, I mean, every time he has to Mega Knight on it, and that's a +1 trade for me. I know it's not really a +1 trade since I still have to defend his Mega Knight afterwards, but what happens is, since he doesn't have a Mega Knight with the rest of his push, it's easier to defend his stuff. I'm actually just going to ignore that Mega Knight in the opposite lane. Like, I can just tower trade him. Yeah. In overtime, it doesn't matter if he has a huge push coming at me because, you know, this tower is down, so game's over. We got one more game for this video. So, yeah, we're going to be I'm actually kind of excited to be unlocking Path of Legends. I know that I'm probably going to be really under-leveled because you're supposed to be level 11 all the way across the board, level 11 before you start playing Path, but this guy's at the bottom of the next arena. I'm not expecting any free win, though. We got Miner. Skarmy. Skarmy's a good counter to Miner because it covers nearly your entire tower, so no matter where they play the Miner, it still gets caught by the Skarmy. Bat's Miner Princess. This is actually looking like Miner bait. Which is concerning because you don't want to see people playing real decks so early on. Level 10. You should not be playing an under-leveled card so soon. I'm gonna dash out and then Knight to tank so that my thing gets a dash on his bandit. Yep. Okay, so my bandit's gonna win this interaction because I've got more support and more health. Yeah, that bandit's not gonna do you any good. Our bandit dashes cancel, and now he's going to get a dash on his tower, and then my Dark Gob also connects, which is really nice. I almost abilityed that, but I decided against it because I knew he was going to counter with something. So, yeah, it's looking pretty nice right now. He's got double bandit, Miner Bat's Princess. I'm expecting a Princess to River, but I don't have anything good for it, so I'm actually going to barrel quickly just so I can cycle around to my log, which okay. If I had logged sooner, I could have killed that, but, yeah, that sucks. I didn't take too much damage, and I did get more damage back, but you never like taking a Princess hit. It just kind of sucks. I'm expecting him to boss bandit the river here. No boss bandit, okay. I'm gonna Knight for this bomber because I don't want to take any damage. I have Skarmy for his Miner if he plays it. Boss bandit. I'm gonna Inferno Tower this. I'm actually gonna, I have no idea why he wasted an ability on that. That was 1 elixir and it saved him like a single Knight hit on his boss bandit. So I decided that I'm gonna Skarmy this because Skarmy is actually a better counter to the boss bandit than my original boss bandit. Plus I have Inferno Tower down, so even if he zaps the Skarmy, the Inferno Tower will finish it off anyway. I'm going to dash to this Princess across the river, and then that's pretty much just going to be towered down. There's no way he can defend this. He wasted way too much elixir on offense. That's hopefully going to dash to his bomber. Good. I care more about dashing to the bomber than dashing to the King Tower. The King Tower's got so much health that there's pretty much no way I'm ever going to be taking his King Tower in this game. So as long as I just kill his counter push, it's good for me. I guessed his Miner spot there. That's just luck. I mean, a lot of people tend to play kind of predictably, but it is just luck predicting the Miner spot. He's ignoring God Barrel on his King Tower. I decided to go straight for the King Tower because it's a lower health right now. I'm actually going to set up a push right now because he's kind of defending really garbage. Yeah, he's just handing me a free princess because that gets insta-dashed on. And the bandit gets annihilated. He should have been trying to defend with his boss bandit, but he didn't realize that it was the overpowered card, so he didn't play it. Ah, that's fun. So when you can defend without your boss bandit, you should, but most of the time you can't, so you should just play the boss bandit. These level potions, they're actually very useful once you're at level King Tower level 15, but I'm not King Tower level 15, so I'm just going to get the gold out of them, because gold is money. Money is money. Is money is money. So yeah, this is Path of Legends. I'm not interested in your tutorial. So every season you get a free 6,000 gold, and then you also have all of these rewards. Look at all these rewards. The stuff on the left side, the rewards over here are one-time rewards. So like 15k, magic chest, 20k, that's not very useful. Lightning chest, not very useful, 20k. But this is very useful because that's the best chest in the game. So this is actually really nice. 30k. This is a nice flex emote, even though it's not actually all that useful. And so this, but the major thing is that these right side rewards, you see there are a lot more right side rewards, and they reset every season, and they're better. So like, look at this, 15,000 elite wild cards, 10,000 elite wild cards. There's so many elite wild cards in this path that we need these wild cards. Because, so level 15 deck, right? In order to get a level 15 deck, you need 50,000 times 8 is, 400,000 elite wild cards. 400,000. That's like a couple. So even a champion is only worth only worth 15,000. So a champion is worth 1/3 of one card at level 15, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, level 15 takes forever, and we're gonna be focused on getting level 15s. Even though we only have level like 12, 11 max, we're gonna be using level 15. There is one thing that's great, like beautiful about this Path of Legends. There's level caps. In this league, cards are capped at level 11. So I can never face anybody higher than level 11 in Challenger 1. So next video, actually, we're going to be stopping playing in Trophy Road, and we're going to move over to Path of Legends. Assuming we don't like face max level 11 decks in every game. Because, of course, I am under-leveled for level 11 playing, but I'm hoping that it'll work out still. So yeah, see you guys.